Welcome to the final. This is the ultimate beam alignment guide. We will align the fiber source first to create the master path, then force the CO2 to match it perfectly. You will need the black paper for the fiber laser, white tape or double-side tape for the CO2, M3 and M4 hex keys, and a ruler, and also an acrylic block to test the verticality of the laser beam. We're OD6 Plus glasses for the first half for the fiber and OD5 Plus for the second part for the CO2 alignment. Here is our roadmap for today. Rule number 1. Ignore the red dot. We align the mirror to the invisible beam first. If you try to align using the red dot, you will fail. So first, we set the fiber mirror path. This is the reference for everything else. Second, we force the CO2 beam to match that path perfectly. Third, we dial in the verticality for straight cuts. And finally, we align the red dot. Let's start to the phase 1. Before we start, you should know your layout. Because this is a dual source machine, we have two mirror one for the CO2, one for the fiber. The fiber mirror one is here, and the CO2 mirror one is here on the top. They both feed into the shared mirror 2 on the gantry. We change the beam to the mirror 3 in the head. We align them one by one. Here is a pro tip that saves you precious time. The left side is covered by these accordion bellows. They are held by Velcro. Just pull them off. Now, you can sit right here on the left side and reach mirror 2, mirror 3 without getting in. It makes the alignment faster. Phase 1. The fiber laser. This is our master reference. Select laser 2, power 30, and pulse 100. Open the right cover. Press the maintenance button to bypass the safety interlocks. This keeps the shutter open for alignment. First check the shutter. Tape the opening and pulse. The beam should pass cleanly. This is factory set, so do not adjust it unless absolutely necessary. Tape mirror 1 and pulse. The beam must pass through the shutter easily and be centered within 2 mm. If it's not, you will need to adjust the mirror 1 mounting bracket. To center this, you adjust the large bracket. Loosen these 4 bolts to slide left or right. Loosen these 7 bolts to slide forward or backward. Only do this if the beam is clipping the edge. We need the beam parallel to the y-axis. We test this with near top left and far bottom left pulses. They must overlap perfectly. First, let's check the mirror 2. Attach blank paper to the circular frame first. Pulse at the far position. Move the gantry to the front near position and pulse again. 2 dots, we need to bring the far dot back to the near dot to ensure the beam is parallel. To adjust the angle, we manipulate the fiber mirror 1. First, loosen the 2 silver locking bolts. Now, use the 3 bass knots to steer the beam. Turn the knots as described to adjust the beam. Repeat until the dots overlap. Repeat the near-far test until you have one single crisp dot. Parallelism on mirror 2 is complete. The beam is parallel, but is it centered? We physically adjust the fiber laser output head itself to move the entire parallel beam into the bullseye. Tape mirror 2 again. Pulse at the far position. the beam must be centered within 2 mm. If it's off, we need to physically move the far dot. To center the dot horizontally, the x-axis, loosen the 4 bolts of the fiber laser output head. Slide the holder right to move the mark left, or left to move the mark right. To center the dot vertically, y-axis, we adjust the upper limit slot sensor of the fiber mirror 1. Loosen the 2 silver bolts, moving the sensor up, move the marks up. Important! After each adjustment, you must switch the laser 1 and back to the laser 2 on the panel to rehome the machine. This resets the positions. Pulse again. The beam is now parallel and centered on the mirror 2. We just mastered the parallelism then centering loop for the y-axis. Now we apply the exact same logic for the x-axis on the mirror 3. Attach black paper to the circular frame of the mirror 3. Pulse at the upper left, move the head to the upper right and pulse again. If the dots separate, the beam isn't parallel to the x-axis. You have to adjust. Loosen the silver locking bolts on the mirror 2 to free the brass knobs. As shown here, turning clockwise, move the dot left. Keep adjusting until the left and right dots overlap perfectly. Verify the burn marks overlap at all 4 corners of the bed. The max deviation allowed here at the bottom right is 0.5 mm. Perfect overlap. Parallelism on mirror 3 is done. The beam is parallel, but is it centered? Attach black paper to mirror 3. Pulse at the bottom right. The beam must be centered within 0.5 mm. If it's off, we need to center the far dot. To center the dot horizontally on the x-axis, slide the whole mirror 2 holder assembly until the beam hits the exact center of the mirror 3. First, loosen the 2 bolts. Move holder right, mark the shift right. Move holder left, the mark shift left. To center the dot vertically in the y-axis, we adjust the upper limit slot sensor on the fiber mirror 1 again. Loosen the bolts and adjust up or down as needed. Move limit sensor up, move the mark up. Move limit sensor down, move the mark down. Remember, if you adjust the sensor, you must switch the laser sources to rehome the machine. Fiber is set. Now, we bring in the CO2. We must physically shift the CO2 source until its beam travels the exact same path at the fiber beam. Fiber is done. Lock all the mirrors and switch to laser 1, the CO2. Repeat the near-far pulse process we did for the fiber laser to ensure the CO2 beam is parallel to the y-axis. 2 dots? We need to bring the far dot back to the near dot. To adjust the dot position, we manipulate the CO2 mirror 1. First, loosen the 2 silver locking bolts. Use the brass knobs as described to steer the far dot onto the near dot until they overlap. Parallelism on mirror 2 is done. Now, we ensure the CO2 and fiber beams follow the exact same path. Apply black tape to mirror 2. Pulse the CO2, then switch to laser 2 and pulse the fiber laser to create the reference hole. If the holes don't match, we need to center the CO2 dot. To align the CO2 dot horizontally to the fiber dot, x-axis, we manipulate the CO2 mirror 1 holder, loosen the 2 bolts and slide it until the CO2 beam hits the fiber reference hole. Slide holder right, the marks shift right. Slide holder left, moves the mark on the left. To align vertically the y-axis, we adjust the RF tube holder. Loosen the 4 set bolts. Turn the 2 basic knobs. Use a ruler to ensure you turn front and rear knobs equally. Clockwise, move the marks down. Counterclockwise, moves the mark up. Now, move to mirror 3. Apply double side tape, pulse upper left, then pulse upper right. If they drift, we need to fine-tune. Adjust the CO2 Mirror 1 knobs again. Since this mirror is far away, small turns create large shift. Use very fine adjustment. Turn the knobs as described to adjust the beam. Repeat until they overlap. Critical. Do not touch the mirror 2, or you will ruin the fiber alignment. Verify the burn marks overlap at all 4 corners of the bed. Max deviation allowed is 0.5 mm. Move the laser head to the bottom right position. Pulse fiber, then CO2. If they separate, steer the CO2 beam to the fiber beam. To align the CO2 dot horizontally to the fiber dot x-axis, loosen the CO2 Mirror 1 holder. Bolts, slide it until the CO2 beam hits the fiber reference hole. Slide holder right, move the mark left. Slide holder left, moves the mark right. For vertical mismatch, adjust the RF tube holder knobs again. Clockwise, move the marks down. Counterclockwise, move it up. Now we send them down. Tape the nozzle. Pulse. Loosen the silver bolts on the mirror 3 head. Use the black knobs to tilt the mirror until the beam exits dead center. Is it straight? Pulse a deep hole in acrylic. If the line is slanted, adjust the black knobs simultaneously on mirror 3. Clockwise slants the beam to the right. Counterclockwise to the left. Finally, the red dot. Apply white tape to the mirror 3. Move the laser head to the center of the bed. Activate the red dot pointer and find a spot. Locate the red dot pointer at the back of the machine. Adjust its mount screw until it sits exactly on the top of that burn mark. And there you have it. The source is replaced, the beam is aligned, and the verticality is perfect. You have now mastered the Titan's optical system. This concludes our laser source replacement series. I'm Laurent from thunderlaser. Hit subscribe and happy making, guys. I will see you in the workshop.